Good afternoon, on a mild, bright and blustery day. It is Tuesday the 16th of May. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a parcel to unbox, and this has come from Peregrine Coast Press. And inside I have... Well, I have that. Wasn't quite expecting this to be all in gold, but let's see if I can break the seal on here. What I've got is this huge pack of essentially content for Mörk Borg. So what have we got in here? Let's go through. This is going to take a while to go through because there's got a lot of bits. See if I can find the core section. So I've got, this is fun. So what I've got is it came from the West, which is a mini thing for Mörk Borg. Just sort of like to increase threats and oncoming doom in misery in the Mörk Borg setting. There is a bookmark of prophecies and catechisms, I think, portents and curses of the Prince of the Corpse for solo play. Show you that's on the back. Keep going, and there's more. Let's see. Then we have. I don't know what that says. I can't read that. Inside. So this is like a mini pack of elements and bits and pieces for Mörk Borg. So just lots of little things. Papa's possessions, D6 items of the Superiority Court, and then you've got an image of there's Papa Mush himself, Patriarch of the Sallow Grove. What else we've got? The Walded or Molded Man. And whatever that is, all these things are going to take some sort of like investigation to just actually determine what they are, because they're so different. And the other thing is, it's the use of this font which is not easy to read. We have the Ruin. 0 to 20 minutes is essentially a mini adventure location, and then there's a 20 to 30 minute version on the other side. We have a letter, notes, a diary entry of some kind, with an actual proper book in here, which is the cross stitch, and this is all from Foresight Studio. This is almost like a Mörk Borg miscellany of adventures and content which you can use. The cross stitch, an adventure from Mörk Borg. This is presented so to be a bit easier to read. Where the road from Gelgebek to Schleswig meets the path to Lake Onder, stretching west, there is a village, or there used to be until very recently. And this is exploring what happened to that village, I presume. So there's, you can see how, this is sort of aping the art punk style of Mörk Borg, but not leaning into it quite so heavily. So here we've got the village of Sonderfall, and so it's a little bit more accessible, not quite so in your face, as it were. And this is not to complain about Mörk Borg at all. It's has a fantastic impact, when you actually get to it. Here we've got presumably the antagonists of the situation, the 4 witch priests. And then we get into the locations, including that mini dungeon, the Ruin, which you saw earlier, and then Tivillingus, and then the various different locations around the village, or what's left of it, and the abandoned inn with the note that they can find, so that you've got handouts here as well. It's all becoming sort of like a bit more coherent once you sort of like you get into this book and discover what's what, what all those little bits and pieces are. It's all designed to support that. But because I think one of the things is this. I mean, I've been looking at all of this, and this is what I've still got to go. But this is sort of buried in the middle here with the rest of this stuff. Just grab it and show you on top like that, so you kind of go, what's all this stuff? Now obviously it's going to become a bit more apparent as I dig through, as you can see. And then we're having dealt with the contents of the buildings, the village, then we go get outside. And then we get into the seamstress herself. And then potential ending, stop the ritual and repair reality. So essentially it says to stop the loop and escape Sonderfall, the players must stop the ritual and repair reality, and here's how they do it. The end is here. So it's fundamentally you've got all these parts of a Mörk Borg scenario sort of like built around this one scenario booklet. And the next thing underneath that is we've got first of several maps. Sonderfall itself. Then we've got another booklet. So this is Whispers in the Darkness. 4 short adventures for Mörk Borg, and these are all Patreon adventures. Abbess Beatrix is dead. That's more like a classic kind of dungeon adventure, which and then Sudglands looks like again. It's remnants of a city adventure. Beckoned by the God-eating darkness, and these are all mini adventures you can drop into your Mörk Borg campaign. Venus Red, and then you've got the credits at the end there, and a table on the back. So yeah, just I'm keeping going through this. Next, God, and then. It's a solo prison crawl. And this is what you have here. Is actually really this is just the prison crawl itself, and these are the character sheets. For playing through several of them, because you might not make it through in one go. And lastly, 40-20 swords, which are not +1. Little pamphlet. Because let's not be difficult here. The +1 sword is not very interesting. It does its job. It's useful, you know. Of course, it's useful in combat because it gives you that bonus. It means you can attack vampires and ghouls and other creatures not normally affected by ordinary weapons. But you know, swords are meant to be interesting. You know, Stormbringer's interesting. Glamdring's interesting, and so on. Anyway, so this is the huge pack of bits and pieces for Mörk Borg. Essentially a big sort of kind of play kit of scenarios and content which you can bring to your campaign. I think that'll be a lot of fun to work into your campaign, but it's going to take me interesting to review this lot because it's lots of little things. You know, so yeah, I will get to that in due course. That's been available from Peregrine Coast. Grab that, and it sort of comes in this big silver bag, which, you know, looks like it could be containing something. Let's see if there's a receipt in this. And this is the Wicked One. This is the Wicked Wanderers winter bundle for Mörk Borg. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend. I mean, obviously, anything for Mörk Borg is going to be interesting and dark and twisted. But this I think will basically add a lot of flavour and feel to your campaign. Sort of like keep it ongoing, you know, towards the end. The supposed, you know, the end of when the doom comes. Anyway, Winter Wanderers bundle for Mörk Borg, available from Peregrine Coast Press. So, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings of the Nook, where you will see me out here with a package containing a book or game, or in this case a bundle of content, which I will unbox and talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice cup of tea, then please do hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.